Hey, what's up? It's DJ. Welcome back to the game room. Today we are in Forza Motorsport, the game that I think I am the worst at by far, and we are going to be having a little bit of fun. You see, we're going in, limits of P850, boo! Well, I was going to say we're going to go in here and race around Hockenheimring, but looks like I'm going to change a few things up real quick. So I've got another car picked out. We're going to go with the 2014 Dodge 93 SRT Motorsport Viper SRTR. So many GTSR, whatever. We need to get this thing to 850. I don't want to, but we have to. That was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. It was like a few upgrades. Yeah, there you go. I did have to bring it down a little bit. I was actually using a J-Turk tune, but unfortunately, as we've said, it's not really going to work for this race. So back to it, I guess. The Global GTE event. Super excited about this because I love driving cars like this. The race cars in the game. The ones that go rah, rah, rah. Yeah. So let's give practice a start. Let's see what kind of trouble we can get ourselves into. Oh, that view is not going to work. Hang on. Let me grab my controller real quick. All right. Oh, no. Goodness gracious. We need to slow down just for a minute. Just for a minute so I can... There we go, right through there. All right, we're good now. We're good. As a matter of fact, I was thinking about playing a set of course competition today. However, a little fun bug happened where Xbox has issues with wheels now, which is just great. Just great. This is also my first time running a wheel on Forza Motorsport, actually since like the last time that you guys saw me, so I am literally going to be taking practice to heart. I'm going to be trying to relearn everything and see how well I can get back into the groove of everything. I think we'll be all right though. Apparently it thinks I'm ready to go because I just squashed my target time at 144. The target was 147.9. Literally more than 3 seconds, but I don't feel comfortable behind this car at all yet. There's still so much moving. It is wild back there, but it's still planted at the same time. I can't explain it. I thought that lap was worse and it was half a second faster, so I don't know what to tell you, but it sounds like we're ready to race, so let's do it. I don't know what just happened. I don't know how many laps this is, but the bonus for starting third was $9,000. So that must mean this race is like 15 laps long. I'm not ready for that, man. I really should have paid attention. Uh-oh. I think there's a reason I probably haven't done this race yet. And this is probably it. All right. And here we go. First gear is always terrible. First gear super, super long in this. All right, take it easy. 15 laps. See, I told you. Well, this is going to stink. I'm going to be in here for forever. Well, we're already into first, so that tells you something. I probably should have cranked up the difficulty a little bit for this one. This is going to be, I think, a bit too easy. The good thing is my handling in this Viper and the acceleration are just insane. So I am great with both of those numbers, but oh yeah, my braking is just off the charts. However, top speed is a big issue in this, and top speed, in a Viper should be great, but not in this Viper. We have so much downforce it's not even funny. Nonetheless, all right, let's keep it going. We've already got a great lead, and I feel like I'm doing all right. So we'll just keep moving. For the first lap, we got a 145. That is pretty good. For the first lap? I mean, come on. All right. Well, we have got a very, very commanding lead over everybody. So I'm really not too concerned about all of that. I'm just going to take it easy, make sure that I keep this thing on the road. We'll catch up with you in a couple laps, but I think this is going to be a time trial is what this will be. Starting lap 5 now, and I think we've been doing A-okay. We are still ahead, not by a whole lot, I'll be honest with you, but we do seem to be doing all right, so I'm cool with that. This is one of my favorite tracks and one of the very few racetracks I've ever been to in real life, so I like to think I know my way around this one pretty good. I know where the racing line's supposed to be, but that doesn't always mean I'll be able to put my car there. This right here, I think, is one of the most difficult corners just ever, because you want to get on the power, you have to wait, and sometimes not good enough. That said, it was 9.8. I don't know if I believe that or not. And then this one right here as well, too. It's deceptive, because you could take it flat out in most stuff. But I am always terrified to. You'll always get oversteer on that one. Most of the time you can get understeer there, especially if you slow down too much like I just did. 0.2 seconds down for my fastest lap. We gotta work on that. And this one right here, it's almost like carousel. Almost. And then you gotta really hold it in tight there. And then light on the brakes, or else that happens. Watch yourself now. So I've had to take a little bit of a break. And unfortunately, I came back and my steering wheel is like all the way up. I can't handle an 11 Newton meter steering wheel. So I'm gonna have to do, I think, the rest of this on a, oh goodness. I'm gonna have to do the rest of this on a controller. I can't hang on to it. Might be fun to kind of bring you guys in to show you how I drive with a controller. Yeah, there we go. All right, we're good. I am much more all over the road than I normally would be. I do feel like I'm probably faster, but I tell you what, my smoothness in braking and turning, that's what I miss. The gas I can kind of replicate a little bit, but I tell you what, it's everything else. Everything else. That's the benefits. Let's see how we do this turn. Super wide. I tell you, when I use the controller, it is always super wide right there. And I'll never know why. It just is what it is. Let's see if I can take this flat out. Oh, it's so much easier to take flat out with a controller. The reason for that is you can go hard left, hard right, and it will push the steering to its limit, but not too far, which is why you'll get a lot of understeer when you're using a controller. I have a tendency to press the brake too much. So instead of just kind of like taking it easy through the brake, I will actually press it down way too much. Let's give it a try. Hopefully the wheel is not going crazy again. Nope, still crazy. I'm not doing that. Nope. We're not messing with that. We're getting ready to finish them up here. However, I have changed my view because I cannot drive in internal video, internal camera with that. So there you go. Boom. Roasted. Finished first. To no one's surprise. It will. Best of the mid-pack. Nice yeah, that's wild. Even after all of that, still only finished 3 seconds ahead. I feel like most of that was on me though. Let's try this again with a wheel that feels like it wants to be normal. So hopefully it will be. One thing I always forget to do is come in here and set the fuel amount all the way down and the tires to soft, because I don't have fuel turned on and I don't have tires turned on, and I don't want those turned on for some reason. I always do bad, and I don't want to do bad. This is all right. This is another thing. Let's talk for a minute. So there's a reason that I drive some games like I do this, and then other games like I don't have a care in the world. And there's a reason for that. It's because if I lose, I have to do this race again to complete a challenge. And I don't feel like doing that. So I've set it up to where I could just, I know I'm going to win. I know I'm going to do good. I'm still going to have fun, and the cars are going to be close. And that's all that matters to me, especially in Forza. Forza Horizon is the worst, but Forza Motorsport as well. Well, maybe they're the worst together. And so that's the dealio between that. Now, with the new Project Motor Racing coming out later this year, the only thing you get is like money and stuff. And I already know what I'm going to choose, and it's the billboard one, the one where they just give you the money regardless. And that I'm cool with, because there's nothing to unlock if you win. There's nothing to lose if you lose. It's cool. All it is money, and when you run out of money, you start a new game save, and that just sucks. Sorry for you, bro. That is what I'm looking forward to. But games like this, you have to win, or else you don't complete the challenge, and you have to do it again. And I don't want to take the time to do this again. I want to do it once, and I want to share it with you and have fun. Does that explain it? I think that explains it all. Back to it we go, yeah! I really don't want to go through practice, but we got a lot going on, and if my steering wheel's messed up, I'm going to have to restart everything again, and I don't want to do that. So let's see how we get along here. Yay, my steering wheel's back to normal. That's awesome. Oh, I didn't think about Catalonia having this huge straight here. I have a lot of downforce on this car right now. And by a lot, I mean a lot. Like, I have 100% downforce on the front. I mean, we came into the first corner very nice. As a matter of fact, it's almost a little bit too nice. I think I've lost some... I don't know what's going on, but I feel like I've lost some feel in the steering wheel. Okay, maybe it's just me. The last one, I had a lot of feeling in those slow speed corners. Catalonia doesn't have many of those. This is one of them, but I can get away with having that in second gear. All right, maybe it's just me. Maybe also this is a smoother track as well. So maybe that has something to do with it. Yee! Don't go over those. This might be a first gear corner. Was it? Well, it was, but it didn't really need... Ooh, that outside's slippery. It didn't need to be a first gear corner, I don't think, but it's still driving all right. Nice. We have the new part of the circuit, not the old part. That's good. Let's see if I can outbrake them. No, that's not working. Dude, it's always a Porsche. Get out of my way. Well, we still beat the lap time. Thanks for the tow, buddy. He got stuck over there. You suck. We got another barn burner on our hands. This is going to be another long race. I'm so excited. You know, it's weird. Normally during the like the evenings, afternoons, stuff like that. Mornings, no, but usually in the afternoons, a little bit busy. And it's hard to sit down for a couple hours and just like do 3 races, do some longer races. I love these longer races. Absolutely adore them. And this is the only time I ever get to do them and just hang out. So, hey, if you're hanging out, thanks for hanging out, man. We have 13 laps. These are going to be long laps as well. The tires are a little cool still, so we're going to give them a little time before we really start pushing. But, well, that'll put some heat into the tires on the left side, that's for sure. And now to put some heat in the right side. Yeah, there we go. All right. Well, it took us a little bit more than a half a lap, but I think we've got the heat that we need into the tires, and we are good to go. And I am not doing great with the braking. Can't believe we're already into third through there. Gosh, we are flying. I guess to be fair, it is a quick car, but still, man. Woo! All right, take this one nice and easy. Yeah, get the curb. Go, baby, go, baby, go, baby, go, baby, go. So 149.3 on our first lap. That's pretty good. Let's see how we can do after, I don't know, 5 or 6 laps. Well, we're already 3 seconds faster on the second lap, so now it's really going to be interesting. Starting lap 5, we did a 145.4 on the last lap. I think that's pretty good. We're still hanging out in first, but we're not pulling away. Not as much as I would like to anyway. Having a hard time into this corner right here. I'm not sure which one that was, but I am having a devil of a time. I think I'm just turning too much as I'm hard on the brakes and not while I'm coming off the brakes. I think I'm having some issues back there with that. Uh-oh, off track. How bad is that gonna be? No penalty, all right. However, we do have another car that is right up the tailpipe, so we got to be careful. I think now may be time to push. Go, go, go! Get away from them. Yeah, 2 seconds down on that lap. Wow. Starting lap number 10. So only 4 more laps to go on this one. Still feels, I don't know, this almost feels shorter than the last one, but I'm also used to driving these longer distances now, so maybe that's it. Still doing okay. 145.4 is the best I've been able to do, and I'm not paying attention right now. That's what I get. If I've got anything to say, it is that this Viper is absolutely awesome to drive. I've had no issues. There's nothing in it that I'm like, oh, I wish this or I wish that. I wish I was better at driving it. I wish I was a better driver for this car. It is so nice. I have decided for this last little kink right here, that is a second gear only. Keep it in second through there. I've been going kind of into third a little bit here and there, so I'm trying not to do that. Up to here, slight dab of the brakes, coast in, and then hard on it, into fourth, back to third. I probably could leave it in third there. And then on the gas as quickly as I possibly can. Whew. I'm gonna pull my left leg in while I don't have to brake. Give it a left rest. Yeah, I know. Last lap time.
One more. Finish strong.
You got it. Rock and roll. 13 laps. I don't know if that's lucky or unlucky. Little early on the brakes there. That's kind of the way it's been for the past couple laps, to be honest with you. I've not hit any new personal bests, we'll just say that. And here we go across the line. Whew. Tell you what, oh, I gotta do this more. I am sore, man. All right, so we did okay. Still, again, another lap 3-ish seconds ahead of the guy behind us. But I think that's probably about all I've got to give today. My left shin is hurting because I braked the wrong way. And I'm hungry. That doesn't have anything to do with it. I'm just hungry. So I want to say thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you for watching. Hope you have an awesome day. Yeah. We'll catch you in the next one.
Talk to him like all-star, ain't no missing my shot. In the game now, never losing my spot. Came from the bottom, got my eyes on the top. MVP, all-star, that's me. Sit back, watch me ball out. When I step in, bring the stars out. In my own pace, won't stall out. Made it to the top, now they all shout.